Hey, I'm Smitty with Z1, and today we're going to be installing an ARB air locker in this M205.
Alright, so what had happened was trying to climb some rock obstacles, hit the ground spinning, end up hearing a loud clank. Got a front diff, and end up result of breaking the bearing caps, and then it caused the ring gear to walk, resulting in us upgrading to this new ARB. Okay, so we acquired a new housing and swapped in some Yukon 373s along with an ARB air locker.
We're going to begin the disassembly and the install of the ARB air locker.
There we go.
To achieve the correct backlash on the M205 with the ARB air locker install, we're going to grind down the side adjuster.
Pinion Setup. Good. Okay. Watch this guy. Get in there. Get in.
That allows it to still reach air to the actual locker
Y'all.
through this little tunnel.
Is there a hole on the locker itself?
Right there.
Oh, no.
So you can have this, the hole over here, and it's still going to feed air and force it in there. That's why it's sealed all around. So that's pretty cool. Actually, I don't want it quite that tight. Alright, that's 4.5 right there, so we'll mark that now. And that's the end.
That's perfect.
Like right here. Kind of bend it. Yeah, I just don't.
It's probably mashing. Sure you don't want your... Send the comments like you need to watch out. Way too hot.
Yeah. Oh.
So what we're about to do is about to install the ARB activation kit, which is their smallest compressor. You have mounting locations up here for the solenoids, pressure switch, and then the filter. All right, so we're about to start the install of the air compressor. We've already found its next home, which will be right here by the air box. This may be its tentative or permanent home. Some air boxes provide more clearance, such as the Z1 intake. So if I had the Z1 intake, I'd more than likely just mount it behind the headlight. What's also convenient about the ARB compressor, it comes with the harness, and you can mount it through the firewall without the plug. So you can run the wires through the firewall then and install your plug. And then in addition to the wiring harness, they come pre-labeled for your switch 1, switch 2, depending if you have 1 or 2 lockers. You got the activation switch for the air compressor. Then you got your light for illumination on the switch and your positive ground is protected. Then of course, once it's routed through the cabin, I'm gonna have it mounted up to my overhead console sunglass holder to these switches. Okay, so I just got through routing the airline, and so what I did, since it's so close to the air compressor and the front vent empties out here, I'm just following the same line as the front differential vent, and I'm just going to secure them together. Keep in mind there's a steering shaft and steering linkage in the way, so make sure those two don't rub together. It's also ideal in case you got to make a trail repair, or if it's your first cut or routing, you may want to leave more than what you need before inserting it into the shark bike fitting. ARB makes it pretty easy. Just for future install tips, I would recommend at least installing the line ahead of time before you put the mounted diff up into the frame. It makes it easier to connect the line. The only reason I didn't is because I had to drive that vehicle that day, and we didn't do everything in one sitting. Okay, so this ARB activation compressor is just for air lockers, not for air nut tires, but it does give you 2 locations for front and rear lockers. This plug that I'm not currently using is for the rear locker, which is for future expansion, and I will tape it off for future use so that way no water or dirt hits into it. And then the final step would be to ground the compressor. Now we got our ARB locker all buttoned up. Next stop is to test it on the trails.